Hi everybody, happy Memorial Day weekend. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying some time with your family, and I hope that you had a great Mother's Day weekend last weekend, 2 weeks ago. Time is going by fast. We want you to know, as a Relief Society presidency, that we are thinking about you and we care about you, and we're trying our best to think of ways to keep each other connected and to still be in each other's lives. So thank you to those of you that have shared a video or a photo for our slideshow. We hope you're enjoying those and being able to get a glimpse in what everybody's up to right now while we can't be in person. So I know this is a little bit of an unusual way to deliver a Relief Society lesson or message, but it's my turn, and again, we're just trying our best to keep connected and get messages to you. So in preparation for this lesson, I was reading a conference talk given by Gary Stevenson in General Conference last month. And it's the talk where he was talking about the Salt Lake Temple and the reconstruction that it's going through right now. So it was last year that the first presidency announced that the temple was going to be closed to get some improvements. I think they've done some cosmetic changes. The baptistry is getting some changes. They've removed some obsolete systems. And they also decided that it was a time to evaluate the foundation and use what we know now with modern technology and engineering methods to strengthen and improve the foundation of the temple. So we know that there were a couple of minor earthquakes in Salt Lake recently during this closure, and the temple was strong. It didn't go through any major damage. So that was good. And I think he said the temple has been open for 127 years. That is a really long time. I don't know. I'm sure there must have been earthquakes at some point in that time, but the temple has stayed strong. The foundation is strong. But right now, he said they knew that it was a time to go some strengthening of the temple so that it could endure through the millennium, which was Brigham Young's goal when they built the temple. He said he wanted to make sure it was built in a manner that it could endure through the millennium, and we're seeing that he definitely did do that. And this reconstruction that they're doing now will only ensure that it's going to endure for an even longer period of time. So in this talk, Brother Stevenson suggested that we do the same, that we do a self-evaluation of our own foundation. Is our foundation strong to endure all the trials and things that we'll go through in our life? And I think right now is the perfect time for us to do that self-evaluation. We're all experiencing a trial together. We're all going through this pandemic, the COVID-19 problem together. It's a trial that's global and has allowed us to slow down. It's allowed us to have more time, hopefully some quality time with our family. I know it hasn't all been positive. I know it hasn't been easy. It's not something that we all experience the same. I know my experience or my outlook, the way it affects me is different than it is for other people in my family. It's different than it is for my kids. It's probably different than some of you. And we all experience our daily trials differently also. But I think right now, while the world has slowed down, while there's been some closures, while we're having more time with our family, this is a great time for us to do some self-reflection and some evaluation of our family's foundation, of our own personal foundation in the gospel and just in our daily lives, and to see, do we have those cornerstones? Do we have the strength that we need to endure this trial, to endure trials in our future, big or small? The trials I face are different than the trials you face. They're different than the trials that we've had in the past, and I'm sure we'll endure trials in the future, big or small, that we don't know about right now. But the gospel has been preparing us, the church has been preparing us for this trial that we're going through right now, and we didn't really even know it. how many times have we heard about self-reliance and being able to rely on ourselves and learning to do things for ourselves? The Come Follow Me program was established over a year ago to prepare us to study and to have the gospel in our own homes, to have home-centered gospel learning. And look at what it prepared us for. Never in a million years would we have thought that we couldn't meet weekly at church for sacrament meeting and our normal regular meetings. And luckily, we're blessed to have had some of that home study already centered in our lives through the Come Follow Me program. The ministering program has prepared us to be able to check in with our sisters and the people in our ward when the bishop can't see everyone, Sister Jansen can't see everyone, and those things have prepared us unknowingly for some of the trials we're experiencing today. So I want to encourage you. I know I'm going to try to do better about evaluating myself and my foundation and see where I might need to tweak some things, where I might need some reconstruction or some improvement, and use this as a time to go through those changes and to strengthen myself, strengthen my testimony, strengthen my children. And I hope that you all can do the same, and that we can all try to have a positive outlook on the situation we're in. It's not easy. We don't know what our world is going to look like. We keep hearing the new normal talk, and I hope we get back to a little more normalcy that we're expecting. And it might be some time, but President Nelson has promised us that we will come out of this strong, that we'll come out of this pandemic better than we were before in different ways. And so I leave that message with you, and I hope that you all, again, are doing well, and I look forward to when we can meet in person again soon.